Since we are in energy consciousness, it's talking about, excuse me, it's talking about the darker side of energy. Nobody ever wants to talk about dark energy. I'm pretty much fluent in darker energies. This is where you deal with the demons, the spirits, low vibrational entities. This is more so what I had to really study and research, because I resonate more with my lighter side. While I do have a dark side, I really resonate more with my light side. So darker energies is the sides of you that you don't necessarily volunteer that information. Sides of us are more than most times the dark sides of us are very hidden. They're very sheltered away. They can be, they can resemble our shadow sides. So, anger, jealousy, hatred, vindictiveness, like just so many different things. And listen, you're living in a universe where all of this exists. There's a cosmic consciousness where all of this exists. So you cannot say, oh, I'm not a liar. Because we're all influenced by the cosmic consciousness energy, and where all of these things are available for you. It's an energy transfer. You may transfer and receive something that, you didn't intend to. And also, too, we got to think about the lineage, your DNA, where you come from. Those things are passed down to you. Some things are embedded in your DNA. Some things are just in you, given based upon the traumas that you have experienced and some of the life experiences that you've had. So the dark side, what I would like for you to know is that we all have one. The biggest thing about your dark side is for you to understand that I can take my dark side and I can apply it and use it for the betterment of myself. There's a lot of talk about shadow work. Yes, shadow work is necessary, especially when it has been the forefront of your life. You have been living and you have been operating on your shadow self. You definitely need to do shadow work. I do not oppose against that, because I had to do my shadow work and it was tough. But once you have completed your shadow work, it's a constant battle to stay balanced within that dark side of yourself. It's there. Hello, like after you go through a few things, you do start to pick up some shadows, and after things have not worked the way in which you have desired them to work, you do pick up shadows. So the biggest thing about after doing your shadow work is understanding what those shadows were and being able to maintain them and have some type of recognition and acknowledgement that, hey, I got shadows. It's nothing wrong with having shadows. I used to beat myself up because I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to be a good person. And sometimes we think that being a good person is dismissing our shadow side. The shadow side cannot be dismissed, because the shadow side does serve a purpose. The shadow side gets imbalanced when we forget that purpose, or when we do not have any knowledge of what that purpose is. So your shadow side is the same as the light side. It brings to you an awareness and a consciousness of something that is for your highest good, but it just does it in a different way. It does it in a more rambunctious, chaotic way. And that is the reason why we really have to have control of it. People talking to me crazy. That's me. Shadow side will jump out, because who you talking to and say it, talk to me nicely. That be me, right? But given that I know this about myself, I have to, one, understand that I can't take everything that everybody say personally, and I have to know that everybody else has their own life, and a lot of people are projecting their shadows. So you can't get caught up in the next person's shadow or get caught up in your own shadow, because the shadow is only there to teach you something. For me, you're not going to talk to me crazy because I'm not going to talk to you crazy. You're going to respect me. We're going to have like adult conversation and speak, and we don't have to take it there until you don't want to talk, then yeah. But it's basically demanding respect. But you have to understand that the shadow self is just only asking for respect. And once I know that, there's other ways of getting respect than all out, ready to hit the floor, ball, and ready to fight. So that is what I mean. The shadow self brings things to you that you know that you deserve, but it brings it out in the most aggressive way, because now I'm not going to ask you nicely. I'm going to ask in the ways that I feel that you're going to get my attention. So the dark side has to be balanced. It has to be balanced. When the dark side riles up on the inside of you, just know that it is bringing to your attention that something needs your attention. So make sure that you remember that. And it's hard. It's not easy. It has taken me time. And it's still days today where I'll slip and I'll be like, no, why are you... You slipped, but it's an everyday process. That dark side is very important for you. It's a part of who you are. It's a part of your makeup. You have it for a reason. The world has a light and dark energy, the sun and the moon. It's just because you are a being of nature. It just goes to show you how in tune you really are with the world around you. So embracing dark energy is all I'm saying. Embrace your dark energy. Do not belittle yourself or put yourself in a box because you feel like you should have more control of something, when really you should understand the motivation behind the dark side coming out. So understanding your dark side really helps you. And this is more so for emotional intelligence, to be able to control yourself in a given situation. Because if you lose control of yourself, you've lost the opportunity to be able to engage with your intuition, engage with the energies around you, receive downloads and messages, because you're going to tap out. When the dark side comes over, it doesn't want to hear anything. I just come here to perform. Okay? So thank you very much for watching this video. The next video, we will be talking about using your light energy. Remember, you use your dark energy, but you acknowledge your dark energy, and then you use it to better learn about yourself, what it is that your body is telling you to do.